Welcome to the video, guys. It's your boy Leaving Sunset, aka Michael here. It's been a minute. I've been grinding Lost Ark recently. If you can see right here, we are currently at item level 1338. I kind of want to park at 1340 because, you know, right now materials are expensive for tier 3 and a lot of things, you know, I'm just trying to make gold right now. That is the initial goal. We are going to be talking about Argos and kind of some of my speculations of, you know, what's to come and whether or not there are going to be some changes that come along with the patch, which most certainly there will be. It just matters how drastic those changes may be. So we did get the entire thing about the new story episode of Kadan, but the most important part right here is the Argos Raid, Argos. So this is going to be dropping this month. I'm kind of speculating on the entire thing about item level because, like, a lot of people are not at item level 1370, and I'm actually looking forward to whether or not some honing changes may occur. Because if you guys didn't remember, we did have a whole thing with tier 1 to tier 3 and the honing percentages were a little more fair, and that's to put it lightly. Tier 1 and tier 2 actually had 100% from 1 to 15, but other than that, that's just a little sidetrack. We're talking about the entire thing and how to get ready for Argos. I did do my research on the Argos Raid itself. I will be linking my resources down below in the description. I'm also going to be referencing a couple of videos where I got some of these notes from, and also some guides that you guys could follow to get yourself ready for the entire Argos thing. So to start off, we're definitely going to have to hit that item level requirement to be able to tackle phase 1. Also, you kind of want to be prepared whether or not there is going to be some patches when it comes to this thing. I personally am going to be parking at 1340 to see whether or not we're going to get the honing rates, which are like the nerfed honing rates that I was mentioning earlier. And I'm kind of speculating that we will get it. But worst case scenario, nothing really changes, and we just have to grind our way towards 1370, which is very much a slow progression, but I do speculate there's going to be some sort of change. So if you're lacking on tier 3 mats and you're not quite there when it comes to hitting 1370 or even yet hitting 1340, I do recommend running Chaos Dungeons, Infinite Chaos Dungeons. So right here, for example, we're going to be talking to the Chaos Dungeon exchange person. And then right here we see, okay, we got 99 out of 99, and I haven't done the Infinite Chaos Dungeons yet because my mats are all right. But when it comes to it, I'm probably going to start running these sometime in the week. This shop has a weekly reset, so you could keep doing this. You could keep running with it. It's probably better to run it with a party because when it comes down to it, you're essentially trying to run it and minimize your time, and queuing back and forth from matchmaking could be kind of a hassle, so I do recommend that. Also, you want to keep running it for your skill trees. You will notice that you get drops with the armor sets that come with levels for your skill tree. So right here on some of my gear, I have some of those things that I have saved for my tripod, and you'll see that little signal of you'll see that little symbol of the skill tree right there. And I have some things saved up right there. And see, some of my levels are getting a bit better when it comes to some of my skills, and essentially you want to save your pieces. You don't want to dismantle them right away. It's kind of a waste because you're trying to get more damage. It's not the mats that are very important right now. Right now it's important to maximize the damage or even the levels of your skills in your skill tree. Also, there's another thing that you guys should be doing when it comes to the Silmayo Bloodstone exchange. You want to be able to save some of these up so you could exchange for some of these things that you need. They're chests that give you an RNG chance of whether or not you get a boss rush ticket, whether or not you get a cube ticket. You want to be able to exchange for these because these tickets give you a lot of mats. They also give you chances at gems, chances at masterpieces, and chances at leapstones as well, which is going to be super essential at tier 3 because they're very much expensive right now. And if you're tier 2 or below, I do recommend running your towers. Do both of your towers, do them on your ults, and of course, you just want to do your Infinite Chaos Dungeons. Right now, I'd say one of the most important things is class engravings. When it comes to tackling the Argos Raid, you want to have at least minimum 2 of these filled out to level 3. It's quite essential. It'll help your party members and yourself when it comes to damage output or party support output. For example, some class engravings and damage boosters that you could get are Grudge and Mayhem. And if you're like a Sork, for example, maybe Ignition or Reflux for your class engravings. Support Paladins, you're definitely going to need Blessed Aura and Expert. Bard, you're going to get Desperate Salvation and Heavy Armor. But both of them, you could also use Awakening as well. I'm trying to run Awakening right now. Another important thing is gems. I have to admit that I'm pretty much kind of slacking on my gems. Do not have some level 5s yet, but that's okay. I have been very unlucky when it comes to the boss rush tickets, because those are the ones that drop a lot of gems in your chest. And I have yet to get one, I think. So I'm trying to just do my best when it comes to leveling up my gems and not selling them on the market, rather saving them up, because you do get them from chaos dungeons and they do add up. It does take a little bit of time to get them at a certain level, but they do add up. So you need to get these up. I recommend as a support right now, I'm really much aiming for some of these cooldown ones. For example, Heavenly Blessings, which helps my party. This will be at cooldown at 8%, and that's huge. And also, you want to try to aim higher than level 3. Right now, I have level 3, and level 3 is fine for phase 1, but once you start approaching phase 2 and phase 3, you're definitely going to want to have higher levels of gems, because that's going to help, you progress faster when it comes to that Abyss Raid. And another thing that you're going to be wanting to work on is not only your tripods, but your skill tree. You want to be working so hard on your skill tree, because these are the things that help you out in the future. When it comes to the transfer target gear stuff, it's pretty complex, but when you learn more about it and you get past that learning curve, then you start to realize that, oh, this is actually pretty easy. It's just the RNG aspect that's kind of hard when it comes to acquiring higher levels on your tripod. I can't emphasize this enough. You want to study up on your tripod system. You don't want to just dismantle all your gear that you have, that you get from Chaos Dungeons. You want to look at and keep track of some of those levels that you see right there on the skill tree effect. And right now, I do have a skill tree inventory, so I have all the gear that I have right now saved up. And this is very important. You want to be able to save these things, because it's gonna be such a headache when you find out that, oh my god, I don't have to keep, applying these skills and keep wasting gear. I could just have a preset that I could apply for free. This does not cost any silver. This does not cost any gold. You want to be able to save these and apply it to your gear once you get it. So for example, once you get the legendary set and once you start feeding these plus 15 pieces to that legendary set to get plus 6, you want to have these saved beforehand to transfer these skills onto that new set of gear. If you don't have these saved, then oh my god, you're gonna have to do so much grinding when it comes to getting new tripods or getting new tripod levels or transfer skill tree levels. It's gonna be insane. So make sure you study up on this entire system. I'm gonna try to link some resources down below. Also, you don't need to buy any of these pieces once they come out on the market later. I'm not talking about these. I'm talking about the Argos set. It's going to be kind of expensive, and to buy the pieces of gear just for transferring tripods is not worth it. That's why you want to save the ones that you have on your set before you start doing that transferring in the honing system. And my last thing is study up on Argos. If, you're going in blind, this doesn't apply to you, and I applaud you for that, because it could be kind of a headache doing that, but there's the fun in that, and I just recommend partying up with a group. Definitely not matchmaking blind, because that's going to be kind of hard. You want to be able to coordinate with your party, and you also want people who are there who are patient. And if you're not going in blind, watch some videos, do your research, and see some guides. The time is now. A lot of people are actually, making guides for these things right now as we speak, and there are a lot of people right now who have these up online already when it comes to other servers. So there's a lot of resources out there, a lot of resources spread out right now. You want to be able to look at those things. If you guys want to see a more complex video on how to get ready for these things and what to see when it comes to phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and some of the percentages when it comes to like items and stuff like that, I highly recommend the video by ATK or Attack down below. I'm gonna link that in my description, and his video goes super hard and in depth when it comes to the Argos Raid, that I highly recommend it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am doing my research right now when it comes to these things, and I'm also just trying to make the best out of Lost Ark, trying not to burn out. This game has been very fun so far. I think I've already put like maybe 200 hours this past 2 weeks, which is a lot, I know, but I've been enjoying it so much and I'm learning so much. So I'm definitely looking forward to all this future content that comes out soon. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is your boy Leaving Sunset, aka Michael, signing out. Leave a like, subscribe down below. It's free, and I'll see you guys next video.